Pass me my dress.
In 3, 2, 1.
This is
What?
hard to swallow.
Gross.
She should have put him back on the rack.
You cannot talk to me.
I'm the second lead vocalist of the group.
Hi, swallowers. Welcome back to Hard to Swallow podcast. We are on season 2, and I'm your host, Emery Lavelle J, and I'm here with some Negroes I know.
That's right.
Do we know you?
I know
maybe.
you hoes like that, Mariah Carey. So I'm here with my co-host, Lyrical Mar, on Instagram and Twitter as Lyrical Mar.
It's good to be back. Good to be back.
I miss you.
Yes. Good to be back.
P, you would never
So
part.
happy to be here. Thank you.
And I'm here with my girl, Lindsay Wagner, on Instagram and Twitter as Lynn Swags.
What's up, y'all? Oh my God, we're back.
Yes,
Y'all
we
back.
are.
All the way from motherfucking New York.
Yes. Yes, sir.
The Amtrak train was trying you, wasn't it?
Oh, this rain,
But you here.
Yes, I am.
And now I have the last and only Bolin girl, J Bolin, on Instagram and Twitter as J Bolin.
Hey, swallowers, back for season 2. Are you ready?
Yes.
Always ready. Stay ready. Stay ready. Never
Okay.
gotta get ready.
Never.
Okay.
I really miss you guys. Here we are back for season 2. We have currently 6,000 downloads about.
Oh, wow.
I mean, ain't that about a bitch?
Ain't that
Y'all
about
like
it?
listening to our loud asses?
Yes. Okay.
You know?
Who would ever thought we would have made it this far? It's
Okay.
all thanks to my swallowers.
Yes.
That got us
Thank
here.
you guys
could
so
have
much.
made it without y'all.
Oh, that lyric. Oof.
It don't get no realer than that.
That vocal.
Here we are. What? This is kind of episode 14, you want to call it?
Yeah.
Episode 1 of season 2.
Episode 1 of
There we
season
go.
2. Yep.
And we already have 6,000 downloads, and now we're starting with videos. You hoes been asking for it, so I finally gave it to y'all.
Yes.
So, but what's going on with you guys? I'm going to start with myself. I'm hosting at a club. I'm doing Pride on, what day is that? May 22nd?
Okay.
Yeah, it's
23rd.
going to be an Empire nightclub in D.C. And I want you all to come out. It's at 1909 9th Street Northwest, Washington, D.C. 8 to 9 is happy hour, and they're going to be there from 8 to 2 a.m. I'm also going to be hosting this show called Category Closed, which is going to be coming on after Pose on FX. We're going to be reviewing the show, and I'm going to give my commentary.
It's like a companion show, right?
Yes, it literally goes live right after the show goes off.
Yeah.
So you need to follow us on the YouTube and Instagram and the Facebook. I'll have all that information for you.
Lovely.
Can I give a shout out to Manchon?
Yes.
Sean.
Manchon.
That's right. Y'all be doing
She's
too
an
much.
expensive girl.
Any updates for us,
The
Lyrical
House of
Mar?
Mansion. Yes. Pretty soon, the spring-summer collection will be introduced.
Mhm.
I think next week.
Oh,
I
awesome.
think that's next
Get
week.
your frocks, your garments.
Yeah.
Well, come on, he about Lyrical Mar.
You can find this and more on manchon.co. MANSHION.
Yes. Mansion.co.
Yeah.
Also follow him on Instagram.
Yeah. And Twitter.
On the Mansion.
Oh.
Mansion
that-
Official.
Mansion Official. And then my personal is Lyrical Mar.
Gotcha. Do you hold got anything going on? Not really. No.
Oh,
Oh, well,
Her?
oh.
I'm surprised she's here today.
she's writing for Triangle Season 4
And check it out, everybody. What's up?
on BRTV TV. BRTV TV.
brtvtv.com. Subscribe,
Yes.
subscribe.
Yeah.
That's enough of that.
And Jay Bolin is writing a book. So let's move
Yes, trying to write a book, child.
forward. So we're going to go right into our hot topics, people.
Hot topics, bitch.
Can we start off
What
with
is
the
it getting?
motherfucking goon of all goons?
Mm-hmm.
Remy Ma
Oh, Lord.
arrested for punching a Love and Hip Hop New York castmate. So Brittany Taylor from the show and alleged that Remy Ma attacked her. And I believe she turned herself in. This bitch eye was blacker than Firestone tires.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, Lindsay Wagner.
Let me tell y'all something about Reminisce Mackey. Okay.
You know,
Oh, not you gonna call about her government, huh?
So
What about her?
Reminisce is already on parole.
Yes,
Okay.
she is.
She left her baby at her other child, 8 years old, to go to prison for about 7 years for, trying to kill somebody over 3 stacks. And once again, here we go. She has a brand new baby. She has a clothing line, like she opened up a store. She has great things going on in her life. And once again, her bummish ways have led her to this. She actually let a bum
Take her off her game.
take her out of character and take her off her game.
Yeah.
And that Brittany Taylor girl, all she's known for is twerking on Instagram and going around looking like some sort of hood anime chick.
Yes. What's with these platform boots? Ain't she like 4'11"?
She's a bum. And
said what you said.
You said what you
listen,
said.
It's what it is. And I can't believe that Reminisce even allowed that girl to be in her circumference once again because they had an altercation on the show.
A disagreement, but they didn't fight. Right?
No, not an altercation, right. They had a disagreement on the show.
They had a disagreement.
And, they had a row, and she was able to quiet her. She was able to silence her.
Well, she checked her. She definitely checked her.
She did check her. And I know sometimes, like, even at a certain age, people are like, oh, you're not supposed to do that. I understand. Sometimes you might have to punch somebody in their face.
In their eye.
And I'm not against that. I really am not. But considering how much she has to lose,
she should think about it.
She should have thought about that. And once again, it's like, are you thinking of your children? You were sent away for a long time.
Well, let's stop right there. So,
but wait,
technically, Remy said that she released footage that she was at home during this altercation that was alleged.
That girl didn't give herself an eye jammy.
But
I'm dating myself by saying
she fell into a wall, maybe. What do you have to say, Jay Bullen?
But if I don't think Remy would be stupid enough to be like, okay, well, I have evidence that I was not there, and there's not any like security tapes at Irving Plaza. Is that what it's called? That Remy was even there during that time either. So if Remy does have proof from her home security that she was not at that place where Brittany Taylor did, somebody lying.
I
Show me the receipt.
do think she's silly enough, stupid enough. She's done it, but I mean, I hate to be so judgmental.
I don't know why y'all saying this person took her out of character. That is her character.
That is her character.
That's
I ain't never say that. Y'all said that.
Meaning,
that's her character.
Considering she has so much to lose now.
But what does that change? What does that change? Some people never,
they never learn.
They'd rather be,
But this is why I said, is Remy Ma known for spitting bars or spitting behind bars at this point?
You already know the answer to that. And
what is the truth?
I mean, yeah.
What is the truth?
But that's what people like these days. They like their females to be punching people and going to jail and showing up at court.
Goodbye.
And showing up at court in a
And I know what you're
suit.
trying to do, and we're not allowing you to do it.
That's what y'all like.
Some people like for their favorite to be with alleged rapists. So move along.
So
next,
is somebody talking about Cardi and Nicki? What is going on right here?
I don't know.
Oh, let's not even go there.
How did Nicki come? You know what? This always happens.
Every time. First of all, Anika Barbara and Belcalis Bacardi are not in this.
They're not in this. Let's not even go there.
No,
let's not even go there.
Talking about Remy.
It's about Remy and her white knuckles punching Brittany Taylor in her eye.
Well, let me tell you something. All I know is if it's going down, I want Remy and her Libra BFF, Keisha Cole, to be on my team, okay? Because them bitches is going to tear some shit up.
Ooh, congratulations, Keisha Cole, having a baby with that baby.
I really thought that was Keisha Cole's son, though.
Good night.
I swear to God, I thought that was her son.
Yes, Keisha Cole. Getting that baby dick.
But okay, last thing I'm gonna say about this Remy thing. First of all, we don't. Do y'all expect much from her? No. So with that said, if this lady did punch Brittany, I wouldn't even, bitch. I'm not gonna talk shit about Remy Ma 2 blocks away from Brittany Ma.
Right.
Like this is not. I know how she gets down. So I mean.
It is what it is at this point.
Don't poke the bear.
I just hope her parole
Brittany
doesn't
Taylor
get
said
revoked
she was
because of this
4'11" and with the shit.
stupidity.
So apparently that's a
she
lie.
has always
You're not
professed to
with
be
the
that
shit.
way. It's not a surprise. And the last thing also I'm gonna say about it is I don't trust Love and Hip Hop stars or castmates. They make up these stories all the line, and then when the actual show airs, it be a whole nother thing.
And it's,
But that girl wasn't even on the last season, though.
She
hasn't been on.
No, she hasn't been on for a season.
So she's just trying to maintain some relevance.
She's just trying, exactly. And I tell you,
she's trying to get back on the show.
Cancel. Moving forward.
Cancel.
Let's move forward to Taylor Swift allegedly copying Beyonce at the 2019 Billboard Awards. So
you would never find another lover like that. You would never find a. Okay, she hit that.
It was held on May 1st. And Taylor Swift opened the show. So it all started because...
Of course she did.
Taylor Swift opened up with a marching band and some lights in a very distinctive pose. So Jay Bolin, take us away.
Chad, let me tell you something. When Taylor Swift stumped on that damn stage and hit that fucking Beyonce pose mark like she was gonna let you girls have it. That bitch really thought she was on Coachella. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen. First of all, no one is saying that Beyonce created, doing a live band on the show, because, I've seen that tweet and on Facebook with everybody saying, well, Beyonce didn't start it. No, she did not start it.
She didn't.
She did perfect it, though. But Taylor, you cannot pay me to believe that Taylor did not do that because of the hype of Beyonce's Coachella performance and with her Netflix special airing
literally
a few weeks back.
A week or a week and a half before Homecoming.
Yeah. Like, you cannot tell me that Taylor was not sitting there like, well, I'm going to fuck them up and show them I can do a band too. Taylor, you're not that girl. We're not interested. I was uncomfortable watching her for majority of the performance. That band was not like a good band either. It was like when your old ass granddaddy and his old army mates get together and decide they're going to play some instruments.
I thought they was about to play the Star Spangled
like.
Banner, bitch.
It just was not popping. I don't care what y'all
like
say.
A funeral.
Like did.
Yeah, like I don't know, some sort of
they were sending a veteran on his way home.
Like
that was a homegoing service.
I'm telling you, it's like when your great granddaddy and his old army buddies get together to live out their heydays, and they get together and play a couple of instruments. That's what the fuck that was. We don't want it. We didn't ask for it.
They took a picture of her in this pose. How you offbeat in a picture?
Baby,
very easily for her.
How you offbeat in a picture? Hey, my thing about that pose, when she didn't just go into the pose.
No.
Like, it wasn't like a stand.
She gave a thrust.
She did a little shimmy.
Yes, bitch.
It was the whitest shimmy I ever fucking seen in my life.
But she did it. She did it, though. Shit. She
was
did it.
so salt and pepper. It was so vanilla.
Oh, it was a sprinkle of salt. A sprinkle of pepper.
Salt.
Yeah, it wasn't even, don't get it twisted. It was not fully seasoned in that bitch.
It wasn't fully seasoned.
But
they even seasoned both sides on that performance, bitch.
You know what?
Literally.
I'm literally going to take up for Taylor Swift. Like,
in her defense.
I literally going to take up for her. I mean.
In 2009 and 2010, tell us what's up.
She used the band already.
She did use the band.
She's done it.
Yeah, we know she did.
Okay.
We know that she did.
So, no, but I actually watched the
Was it impactful?
Taylor Swift is always impactful.
Let's not play.
Taylor
Her
Swift is always
using
impactful.
a band, was that impact? The visual of her using a band was
the visual of her using a band is
no,
not
it was
impactful.
not. So, okay.
But she's done many more other things in her career.
I'm not taking away from her accolades or any of
Not
that
about the
stuff.
accolades.
She used a band, and that's what they.
She has used the
That's
band.
what they were talking about was the band.
But then
because the rest of the performance was not like Beyonce.
I had
It could never be like.
I had a counter argument for that. What about when Destiny's Child used it for Can You Keep Up?
Well,
The song is "Lose My Breath."
Lose My Breath. Yes. Lose My Breath.
Baby boy.
all I'm saying is the performance.
Can't make me say ooh.
The performance was a Taylor Swift
beat of this
performance
groove.
What's the difference?
with the Beyonce beginning. Okay.
Yes.
Now, and what we were also saying was, what's wrong if Taylor Swift wanted to be a little bit inspired by Beyonce? I mean,
It's nothing
girl,
wrong with that. It's
what's
nothing.
wrong?
It's not.
Girl,
she
we
thinks
don't
she's
want to see
beat.
it.
Well, here's my thing about it. I don't think anything is wrong with it. I do think that you should give credit where it's due.
And she will. Watch. She can be like, oh, yeah, Beyonce.
Well, she's quite silent right now on Twitter. Hasn't even addressed this
As
issue.
she should be. She's Taylor Swift, the legendary. Why would she
I
even
would
say
still be
something?
like, I've always loved Beyonce. I've always been open about the fact that I love Beyonce.
Well, Beyonce's inspired by different people too, and she's always
Yeah,
being
she
accused
is.
of stealing. But like I said, even her stolen shit is impactful.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking, well, that's depending on who you're talking to.
Yeah.
But speaking of impactful, this whole homecoming situation, aside from Taylor Swift,
Uh-oh.
is a great one for Beyonce,
Yes.
but not a great one for her fans.
That's not true.
I saw a lot of complaining that there wasn't this and there wasn't that, and they wanted behind the scenes. They wanted to see Beyonce sweating and falling on
Everybody
her
mad.
dance.
Hey.
There wasn't enough.
Hey.
But let me just
What
get
you
out
gotta
what I
say?
want to get out about it.
Mhm.
I really enjoyed Homecoming. I think that people who are non-Beyonce fans enjoyed Homecoming.
They did.
I think that she was trying to highlight the HBCU part. I think she was trying to do something for Black people that can be
And she
remembered
accomplished
for
that.
years and years and years to come. This feels like one of the most original things she's ever done in her career. So for her to be,
Interesting.
yeah, I mean, what was more original than this?
Baby.
And I mean,
Well-
come on. But I guess what I'm saying is,
What?
why are the fans being so hard on her, talking about, oh, we want the Formation World Tour? Y'all gonna get the Formation. Let her be an artist. Let her do something beat. We wasn't rushing Madonna and Janet and all them back in the day. They dropped albums every 4 to 5 years. Y'all keep telling this girl, get on it, drop the album. No, she's Beyonce. Haven't y'all realized it yet? She's not these little kitty cat girls that y'all live for. Give her her time. Let her do something beat.
No.
Let her do something beat. And let her
I
pace out the
heard
time.
Beyonce fans, because I spoke to 2 or 3 myself. Yes. And we all were in agreement. It's not, the performance itself was spectacular, phenomenal,
Of course.
perfect even. What we had an issue is, and I don't even know if it's really on her, Netflix probably kind of pushed this as it's going to be this in-depth documentary. And when we saw Homecoming, it was basically everything we already seen already. And so we were just hoping that it was going to be more personal, and it was not that. It wasn't about the performance.
That's
I know it
probably
wasn't about
that
the
was
performance.
probably the marketing, because it clearly
Yes.
says a film by Beyonce. It does not
Yeah.
say documentary. It says in-depth nothing. It says a film
It was about
by Beyonce.
It was about the HBCU homecoming
Period.
experience. It's not about
Then why
behind the
not
scenes.
just call it the Coachella concert?
But these bitches already
Because
know
she
this.
added on more than, I mean, it just wasn't. Just
I don't know if it was a
Coachella.
lot that she added, really, but I mean...
That show was not like the Formation Tour.
She
if
did
you went
not have to
it
let
was
you
different.
niggas know about how her titties look when she dropped them twins. She did not have to say. That's the thing. It's like, when celebrities give us acts, they don't owe us. We just had that
They
discussion.
don't owe us.
They don't owe us shit.
She did what she had to do.
She's a Virgo. She's always going to control
and
that
they were
narrative.
complaining. The Bayhive is
And
tired.
it's too fucking
They
bad.
need- they
She
need to
did
catch
not
up.
I
have to
thought it
let
was
y'all
going to be
see.
something similar to like Lady Gaga's 5'2". And it was very...
No, that was intimate. That
Yes.
was intimate.
And in a sense, I just kind of... It has nothing to do with Beyonce. I think the way it was pushed, we all collectively, Beyonce fans, thought it was going to be that way. And we kind of already seen those routines and those
It wasn't
choreography.
about that, though. I disagree.
A great majority of the film was about her performing.
No, it was about, when she showed you those moments, it was showing her imperfection, like how she struggled this time. I think that's what it was really about.
Okay.
Her making a commitment to really executing this to the best of her ability. And because she pushed herself, everyone around her also pushed themselves to places they didn't even know they could go. That's what it was about. It was about the collective perseverance of Black people. It was symbolic of that.
Well, thank you for your concert DVD.
Her fan base is not where she is as an artist. I'll put it like that.
Well, I kind of agree with Marcus on this. It's funny that the ones that I did hear complaining were quote unquote Beyonce fans.
They didn't get it.
And all the non-fans loved it.
But co-workers, I was going to say,
I don't watch her enough, so none of that seemed redundant
I
to y'all.
do. The homecoming show is not like...
I just read into it a lot
I
deeper.
definitely do.
We've seen most of those clips on Facebook, and clips
we have never seen her in a rehearsal hall sweaty, bigger than she's ever been after a baby. She told y'all she had
her stomach and her body.
All right.
Nah.
Yeah, she was hiding her belly for half of it.
Okay, I won't.
You don't want to hear it. He's moving on.
Beyonce is not going. She's always been a private lady. So the little bit that y'all got, you bitches better deal with it and move on.
Really
obviously, we dealt with it.
At the end of the day, that movie was a celebration of
we watched it. We praised it. But
that movie was not about the concert. It was about the uniqueness, the beauty, and the essence of being Black.
How the fuck did we get so fucking focused on Beyonce and her homecoming?
Because I had to confront the Bayhive for being late.
Because don't nobody give a fuck about Taylor Swift.
We was talking about Taylor Swift. We was talking about Mayochella, and now we're all talking about motherfucking...
Not Mayochella.
Mayochella.
Done.
Anyway...
That's the power of Beyonce.
She was definitely
baby.
inspired. And if she wants to put these rumors to rest, she at least could just say, I always love Beyonce, that's no secret. Boom. It's a little bit different when white artists are inspired by Black artists. There is a bit of a more of an obligation for you to give credit to where it's due, because you told a line of, what do you call that? Appropriation. It's a bit. And cultural theft. So just a little bit. I do think that she should at least say that she was inspired.
I don't care.
Wow, that's...
Yeah, me either.
Wow.
Anyway.
The whole music industry needs to take a note after that.
Okay.
Well, it's not just about Taylor Swift. She is one of many. Anyway, moving forward.
Ciao.
Let's talk about Offset facing charges for smacking a fan's phone out of his hand at a Target.
Who?
Oh, I think it's Cardi B's...
Cardi B husband?
Oh, yeah, I think
Cardi
that's
put the pussy on Offset.
Oh. Well, he was in Sandy Springs, Georgia. Wow, I don't know why the fuck he was there. But anyway, he's facing criminal damage to property, a felony offense for damaging an $800 phone. Some boy named Junior Gibbons was up in Target like, here go this guy, Offset. And Offset was like, take that fucking phone out of my face.
And just went to bash that shit.
Yeah, it was very, he like he wanted to feel like he wanted to smush his head instead of throwing that phone out of his
He said, "Get that shit." First of all,
well, let me.
Lyrical Mar, go ahead. Sorry,
no,
you about to go on, okay?
Eek up or
So I mean, look who. I think that this is to be expected, but I think that sometimes celebrities don't want to be bothered.
He don't,
but that is totally unnecessary. I mean, you could have just said no and kept it moving.
He did damage a whole phone. He did.
Yeah, I mean, that's.
But this goes back with the same thing.
He's not the type of nigga to be like, oh no, don't do that. He's not that.
I mean, he could have shouted out some sort of,
Nah, he's a hood nigga. And the first thing he's going to do is
smack a phone.
And then here's this white boy. You're not entitled to my life. Stop being entitled. Stop that shit.
Get the fuck out my face.
Get out of my face. No, seriously, I'm in Target. I got a fucking, a lamp under my arm. Get out of here, a car seat. Get the fuck out of my face.
He was in there getting a stroller.
Okay.
Work.
No.
Listen, and I mean, I guess Black people in particular, we have a certain thing about space. Like, you need to stay out of it.
Period.
Period. This is on the bus. This is standing up in the club. Bitch, you need to back up about an elbow. Elbow space.
And no shade, like, even for the show that I work on, some of the actors, Emery included, some of the actors, they always get, I don't know, they say the fans get very aggressive, especially if they see them, Like sometimes online they're aggressive, and then even in person they're aggressive. And I mean, they're not like Beyonce level celebrities, but they do have a modicum of celebrity. They do have celebrity because they're on a show that's seen by, a few people.
Personally, I'm always respectful to all of the supporters and family of the show, the podcast and the show. But what I will say is that sometimes they ask inappropriate things, and then I have to cut that conversation short. Like they always ask, for example, do y'all actually fuck on set? Why are you asking me this? Or have you fucked anybody that's on part of the cast?
Yes, baby.
Are you serious right now?
You have no class.
I'll be like, no, you have a good day.
You
baby.
don't owe fans your life. You're there to do a service, and I'm sure if Offset was at a listening party, it would be a little bit different. Maybe he would be a little bit more personal because that'll benefit him. But if he's just going about his business,
he's on thin ice already with the way his life is going. You can't be smacking no phones out nobody goddamn hand.
No, you can't.
You can't afford to be sitting over here giving passes because he's a celebrity.
I'm not giving a pass.
He don't need to be slapping nobody's phone.
It's not a pass. It's an acknowledgement.
Either you want to be famous or you don't. When you're famous,
an acknowledgement.
Showing some empathy.
But this is the type of guy that's not sitting around getting media training. Get the fuck out of here, y'all. Y'all are crazy. He's not sitting around with some his publicist is not, Offset, when you go out in public, you got to be mindful of your fat.
This is the same one that was about to square up with his brother, Joe Budden.
In a blouse. He about to square up in a blouse.
In fucking velvet. I mean,
so therefore the past comes. I mean, this is what we do.
It's not about giving the past. I think that Lindsay was putting it into perspective. I do also say though that as a person who is facing a felony gun charge stemming from last year's child, you do also need to sit your ass down and calm the fuck down.
Yes. At some point in your life.
But yes, he does need to calm down.
What about the little cute baby at home?
Oh, she's so cute.
Let's not even go.
All of his children are gorgeous.
I'm a man my business on
Offset.
Offset.
A lot of children. 4-headed kids.
Well, I think we've already passed you minding your business.
He needs to go,
30 minutes ago.
He's going to go to jail that way.
Who?
Kidding.
This is hot topics, bitch.
Well.
Damn.
Well, on to the next.
Literally.
On to the next. In closing, we have Justin Bieber out here calling Chris Brown.
Oh, my God.
Tupac plus Michael Jackson equals Chris Brown. Tupac plus Michael Jackson equals Chris Brown. Bitch.
Take it easy on him.
Take it easy on who? Chris Brown or Justin?
Chris Brown, what he do?
Oh, this is not about
Y'all love this light-skinned nigga so much.
I can't. I thought this was about Justin Bieber.
No, excuse me.
I thought it was about Justin Bieber.
Not y'all.
But where did you get this analogy?
These blacks and their protection. Let's protect Chris Brown, honey.
Where?
We gotta protect some.
Okay.
Honey, that ain't nobody but Lyrical Lamar, child.
But no, I get the Michael Jackson comparison. Where does Tupac come in?
Because the nigga curses, and has gang affiliations, I'm assuming.
The same way it came in for Jussie Smollett, honey. These light-skinned men love to call their asses Tupac, girl. That's the thing nowadays.
I'm the gay Tupac.
I don't know where the fuck that shit came from, Jesse.
Y'all need to stop.
They do like referencing him as an icon.
Tupac.
He's a light-skinned icon, and he's not even
light-skinned. He's not light-skinned, but he is a light-skinned icon for you all.
I'm just realizing
he is a light-skinned icon for you girls.
Ain't he?
How do you want
the yellows of all yellows.
Hey,
listen, I think this is one of those moments where Justin Bieber doesn't know quite what, he doesn't
shut his fucking Canadian mouth.
He doesn't quite know how to say.
He needs to make like them South Park characters and just keep it closed, bitch.
Shut his Canadian
keep it.
But he lives for Chris Brown, so I'm not surprised about that.
We know that, okay, but we don't need these type of lies and comparisons, honey. You're lying.
Honey, black people don't play that shit. They be protective, honey. They be giving, don't you bring up Michael Jackson's name.
But he also went as far as to say that his past, when he did the domestic violence thing, it was all a mistake. Everything he's been through, that was all mistakes. And they ate him the fuck up on social media.
Girl,
Ooh, Chris
to
Brown.
you.
Chris Brown.
Justin
you.
said that everything that Chris did was a mistake.
To you.
To you. To you. To you. To you.
Justin Bieber needs his proximity to blackness.
Oh my
He
God.
needs it like he needs a hole in his head. He needs it.
So
he ain't
badly.
hanging with little twists and them niggas anymore because he can't, because of his brand. But he has to attain social currency. This is the
He
way
does.
he's doing it.
Well, he was put on by a black man. He's always kind of been in this awkward space between pop and R&B.
Right.
But stop. It reminded me of that clip when he was outside with these group of gangsters doing push-ups and singing, tap dancing like a fucking monkey.
That clip is legend.
Girl, shucking and jiving to a whole new level.
A whole new level.
Shucking and... I said, Justin,
They like, yo, Justin's real.
gone some damn where. Gone some damn where.
Shit. Worth $300 million sitting up there doing push-ups in the hood.
Baby.
Well, he got what he wanted out of that
I
situation.
don't know what that situation was giving, and whoever taped it is the greatest of all time.
Okay.
Greatest of all time.
Because that shit was crazy.
I was
That
like,
is
is this
golden.
real right
I'm
now?
like, is this real? I thought it was a random white boy. I was like, no, this
I
is
thought they
really
was recording
him.
for a movie or something. Like, oh my God,
Did
this
his
is 8
car
Mile
break
Part 2.
down? Did his car break
And
down?
not
or some
8 Mile
shit?
Part 2.
I thought this was 8 Mile Part 2. Well, like, oh no, this is real, bitch. This is real.
Oh my God.
8 Mile Part 2.
Justin
Yeah.
Disrespectful.
Justin Bieber, please.
Well,
Leave Tupac's name out your mouth.
so is Justin invited to the cookout?
Yes, to me he is.
Why the fuck y'all want to give out potato salad and macaroni and cheese to these motherfuckers?
Oh, I'm giving him potato salad. The ones
He
that be
could
having
pay-
carrots
Let
and
me tell you
broccoli and
something.
shit. Bitch, he can eat that at his shit.
He
Not
could
at all.
pay to get a plate, but he ain't got to go to the cookout. He can't stay.
Bitch, I'm charging all motherfucking taxes on that plate. No, he can't have a plate.
Child, he's my +1. Okay, pay it.
+1.
He gonna
Oh.
respect all y'all. Trust.
If you don't
Yeah.
move,
I mean,
Okay.
I think there's worse out there.
child.
We never said that there wasn't, but that still don't mean he deserved to be at the damn cookout,
He
child.
ain't
That's
never
fine.
invited.
And he
That's
don't
fine.
deserve to not pay for his plate.
Well, let me give a pass. Let me give a pass the way
Bitch, you
y'all
want a
did.
barbecue
You in this
rib,
paid for a
bitch?
plate, bitch.
Let me
No.
give a pass.
High taxation.
Okay.
No.
Anyway, we're going to move along, and that's it for Hot Topics.
Oh.
And we're going to move on to the Need Some Head segment.
Oh,
Toast to that.
Girls.
Getting some head. And now we're back for the Need Some Head segment.
Ooh.
So, the recipient this week has me in heat, y'all.
oh.
Ooh. What kind of heat?
I heard he's an MVP. Mash my vocal pipes, bitch.
Ooh.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Heard he from Chicago, and I love a shooter.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Take the load.
Touche.
A large one.
Oh, yes.
Touche.
A 3-point shooter.
Yes.
Oh.
Heard he's retired, but I don't mind hopping back on and putting him in the game.
Oh, my God.
Standing at 6'4", the one and only Dwayne Wade.
Oh.
Mhm.
Dwayne Wade needs some motherfucking head, y'all.
Ooh.
He does.
Yeesh.
From the back.
Let me tell you why. Ooh, the back.
Wide open.
That's nasty.
Ain't it?
But you know his wife, Gabrielle Union, is doing it too, right?
Oh, from the back.
She
From
is.
the back,
from
of
the
course. She actually starting from the hole and going on down.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. With a little finger. Okay,
Yes,
let's pay it.
yeah,
She
But
be,
anyway,
she be kikiing too when she do.
absolutely. She be like, you know what she do? She
Bye.
laughs by the hole so she can vibrate her lips.
Exactly.
With real high cheekbones. Okay.
Okay, but anyway, he needs some hair because
Why does he need it?
he helped, along with other celebrities, but he helped Nigel Shelby, a 15-year-old who committed suicide. He helped pay for their funeral. He's helping give them a tombstone, a funeral service, and he's also giving some money to the mother. So this is coupled with Gabrielle Union, Janelle Monáe. There are other celebrities involved, but they have kind of been the face of this movement. And the reason why is because Zion.
His 11-year-old.
his 11-year-old son. So it's been no secret that he's been showing his son, along with his, Zion's mother-in-law, Dwayne Wade's wife, showing this son so much love. It is the love that every black gay man has wanted to see from their parents, for those who have not.
Right.
It warms my heart every time I see it. I see a boy that is so genuinely happy.
Yes.
It's like, oh my God, I want to cry.
He is affirmed. His existence is validated.
Everything about it.
Mm-hmm.
He feels comfortable in his queerness. He does not have to hide who he is.
No.
And I see a father that genuinely is celebrating and loving his son. Like, a lot of you black fathers in particular need to take note. Especially with the prevalence of homophobia in our community. Not to say it doesn't exist outside of it, but you know how anti-gay it can be.
Yeah.
In the presence of these motherfuckers talking about they need to beat their son if they found out they were gay, and city girls and all these other people. It's so good and great to see something like this.
Y'all need to really understand that perpetuating these ideologies is killing kids.
Killing kids.
It's killing
It's
people.
why the suicide rate
We don't
is
have
up.
time to wait for y'all to grow out of homophobia either. I need to make that clear. I need to make this clear. Like,
It's
we don't
not
need you to
required
grow.
of us.
It really isn't. Seeing the humanity in other people, it costs nothing.
Ugh.
It costs nothing. Being an ally costs nothing. It does not. And so that's why this is a big deal.
Yeah, it is.
And it shows the consistency that he cares about this. He grew up in Chicago. His mother, I believe, was a drug addict. And with the hard upbringing that he had, I believe he grew up on the west side in like Oakland. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I can kind of empathize and understand with the upbringing that he had why this would be a big thing for him. Somebody that probably did not affirm him or did not respect him for the way he was. And now it opens your eyes to other people that aren't like you or like others. And you be like, no, I'm going to accept you. I'm going to love you.
And also, it probably reminds him of his son, which when I see Nigel, it reminds me of young,
That's literally what it is. He
LGBT
saw
youth.
his son in him. That could have
Absolutely.
been
Yeah.
him
Absolutely.
if he didn't have the support base and the love.
And I
Foundation.
saw in Nigel, many people that I've known over the years at a young age who I guess made it out on the brighter side.
Mhm.
And unfortunately he didn't, but it's really nice that celebrities can be involved in this so that more people can know that,
This is an issue.
yes,
Lives are being
Huge.
taken. People are losing. People are being killed. People are taking their own lives. This is a very serious issue. And this is in all due respect to Miss Gabrielle Union. I know he's married, and I know that Dwayne Wade is not gay.
who is that, a
But
crazy woman?
just let him accept his head
It's a crazy
as
woman.
a token of our appreciation.
Yeah.
Yes, please
let it be
accept
sloppy and wet, and you can pick up where we left off.
No,
We don't even
can't.
have to get the prize.
She can't.
The gift is yours. You can take the load.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Or we can snowball.
That's very
How
nice.
you want to do
Oh.
this?
You know what?
Oh.
How you want to do this?
I'm not snowballing with her.
Oh, why not?
Oh.
Because she eat butt?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
well, your breath can only smell like the ass that you eat. So are you saying that Dwayne Wade ass thing? What are you saying?
I just, you know what? I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Oh, okay. We don't have to talk about it.
But he definitely
Deserves some
needs to open on up.
Ooh.
Yeah. I feel like it's an eye that winks. All one color. He like a dark skinned man with an all one color booty, and
Yeah.
it's probably slightly open. The finger go right in.
Yeah.
It's like a button on the elevator. You could just poop, poop.
When he bend down, it's
Yeah.
there. The hole's there.
It says hi.
Yeah.
Come inside.
And he probably got like substantial balls too. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my God, you think they hang low? Well,
Yes, I
a
do.
basketball player who don't have balls that dribble would be an anomaly.
You know what?
That wouldn't even make sense.
Because Gabrielle Union, she
Dribbling balls. I can't.
Dribbling balls. And if you 6'4", the dick needs to at least be 8'9".
oh god.
It's just a rule of thumb.
So Okay, we're not gonna go over.
Okay, we're done. So, enjoy the hair that we
Child.
gave you. We appreciate you for everything that you've done for Nigel
Yes,
and just your
thank
son
you.
Zion in general. Enjoy the head, and we're done with the Need Some Head segment.
Yes.
Down to the base, please.
Here's the TOD, the topic of the day.
And now we're back for the topic of the day.
Finally.
Finally, it's been a short episode, bitch. Big running through
I'm
like a
still
marathon.
like a marathon.
Ooh.
All right.
Like a train. Oh, no, man.
Something
Goodbye.
has been on my mind, you guys.
That.
I've been in a couple situations where I've seen people communicating with certain people that I am no longer connected with. And it sparked the conversation of case of the ex. Bitch.
It's gonna be hard to swallow. It is. It is.
So let's talk about it. Do you guys have thoughts about your friends staying cool with your ex?
I guess it depends on how you define cool. Like, do we mean, is it like a casual, if I see you out, hey, type of thing, or are your friend and your ex is like hanging out together?
How
Are they
would you
going to
feel
the
in
club
either
together?
scenario?
I'd have a problem with that. Like, okay, when I was younger, maybe in like my late teens, early 20s, I didn't get the big deal of it. But as I've gotten older, I've come to realize that there are certain boundaries that don't need to be crossed.
Mm-hmm.
However, I also think, though, this plays a part in you setting up situations for when your friends to become close and kiki with the person that you are dating. I honestly don't ever feel like, every time that you are with your friends that your man or woman needs to be around every single time that y'all hang out.
Good point. Good
Mm-hmm.
point.
Because that creates this type of atmosphere where, bitch, now that's our friend. We're used to that person always being around. So therefore, with or without you, we see them as a friend. I did that shit myself when I was in my younger 20s. The person that I was in love with, I brought him around all of my friends. He was in the circle. So anytime we would fucking fall out, that motherfucker was still in the damn circle.
And so what you gonna say? What you gonna say? Like, oh, who you gonna be mad at? I introduced you to them.
Right. And that's why I found myself in. I remember one time, him and another friend of mine all like met up and went out one day, and I was like, bitch, absolutely the fuck not. Stay away from my family and friends.
Okay.
Anyone else have a stance on that?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, you don't sound too happy.
Well,
about it.
I don't date people unless I can bring them around my friends.
Okay.
So, my thing is, don't bring them around your friend. I have to. If I can't bring you around my friends, you can't be my man.
Okay.
I wasn't saying not to bring them around your friends.
I know you're not saying that,
But
but
if
I'm
you
just
don't
saying,
like it, but what are you saying?
it's
How do
just
you feel
harder
about
for
it?
me to not bring them around. That's all. My friends and family. So after, we're done, yes, I do expect it to be done with everyone else too, because you would not know these people if it wasn't for me. And
What does that mean, though?
You would not know them if it wasn't for me.
That's it. That's it.
So now that I'm done, that's just the way I am as a person. Like if I don't want to see you with my ex after we're not together anymore, best friend. I don't want to see you with my ex anymore after we're done, girlfriend, or house brother, or something like that.
Or mom, or dad, or sister.
Shit, throw them in there too. I mean, so that's just.
I feel attacked.
Well, let
not
me ask
you.
Not
Not
you.
you.
It's not about. Because let me ask this. You said you don't want to see them with your ex.
I don't want to hear about it either.
You want to hear about it?
I don't want to know about it.
You want to hear
And
about
if
it?
I know about it and I don't know,
But I want to ask you: Can they hang with your ex?
oh, they can. But after that, it's like giving a side eye tea. It is.
You'll
giving
be
a
angry
side.
with them.
Really?
Not angry, because I realize at this age that people do what they want to do. But
Okay.
I realize also that they're an ex for a reason, and so they need to be an ex to you as a friend for a reason too, and eventually you'll find out.
Well, their relationships are separate. Ex to you doesn't mean that they're my ex-friend because what happens between y'all.
They
We
weren't
have our
involved
own
romantically.
relationship, right?
But that is true.
We have our own relationship. So y'all broke up. We didn't have anything that occurred between us to cause a breakup.
Yeah.
Especially if you were the one at the phone.
That's a whole nother story.
That's a whole nother topic.
Now that does play into it. That does play a whole type of situation.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do when you can't say no?
Because
how you really gonna act? Oh, okay, sorry.
Case of the ex.
What you gonna do in the middle of the night? What's in the night trying to get to my mind? You gonna know me. You about to know me.
You sound like Maya, bitch.
You sound just like her.
She
Record deal ready.
Okay.
Do you have a stance about it, Lindsay?
Yeah, I kind of do. I don't care.
You don't care.
You don't care.
I don't care. I don't care about my ex after they leave. I'm not one of those people that are friends with their exes afterward.
Mm-hmm. But what about your friends being cool with you?
I don't care.
Okay. Period.
I have no connection. Like, you don't owe me. Like, you don't, that kind of loyalty, you don't owe me. I don't, you know, I'm not.
Until the shoe's on the other foot.
Well, or you know what, or maybe time also plays with it. Give me time to like get over this person before bitch you start bringing them in around everybody.
Well, no. Let me be, personally, don't ever for a second think you can bring them around me. I don't care, but I do have boundaries. I don't own anyone. I don't own anyone. So I'm not going to tell you who you can speak to, who you can't speak to. But what I can say is I don't want to hear about this person. I don't want to see this person. And do not bring this person around me.
And I think that should be understood.
That should be understood. And when that boundary is established, all you can do is respect that. I can't tell you if you can hang with this person or not. Now, I'm not going to lie. There are particular situations. What if your ex became more cool? No, what if your friend became more cool with your ex than you? Like their relationship became something greater than the relationship you guys had.
That's fine. Bye.
You got to admit that that's going to hurt like hell.
Oh, yeah, it will.
In my Aretha Franklin voice.
It will. Absolutely. Absolutely. But to stay away from something that's toxic, I'll let them both go.
Ooh.
Okay,
well, that might be required. If it really,
I mean,
yeah. We can only respect that.
There's that.
You know, I don't want to see you anymore. I'm done with you.
I don't want to fucking see you.
And exes have this thing where they I won't say that right now.
Ooh.
They have this thing where they try to be around your friends.
Let's talk about it. So what are your thoughts about your ex trying to communicate with people and anyone in your circle, especially your close circle?
It's so fucking annoying. It's so fucking annoying. It's so fucking annoying. It's so fucking annoying. I told everybody in the room. Because I just don't understand why you don't have your own friends. Like, why you're trying to, like, haunt me as I'm trying to move on. I have to hear about your name. Oh, well, me and blah, blah, blah. I want to go. Why are you with him? I don't want to hear his motherfucking name. Why is he still trying to... But I guess when you know the person, you know them well, you know when they're trying to do it, and you know when it's natural. To me, there's a difference.
There is a difference.
If you're naturally cool with someone,
feel
that's
intentional.
fine.
Like I'm intentionally trying to.
You're doing this on purpose.
Yeah.
You want to say, oh, don't tell Marcus we went to the club.
Or
I don't like that kind of stuff.
Or some people just want to have access to your life and to some capacity. Their ego will not allow them to let go of you.
Yeah.
And the fact that you won't communicate with them, they're going to find other outlets.
It's not even love at that point.
It's not love. It's manipulation.
They're driven by
ego.
It's gaslighting. It's all of that.
I need to find a way to get updates about you because I'm blocked on everything.
I don't like it.
It's a way of having access.
And that's why you got to check your friend and say, bitch, do not tell this person anything about me.
That's a big one.
It is.
That's a big one.
Respect but as a friend, I shouldn't even have to tell your ass that.
No, closer. But listen, closer. But listen.
No, you shouldn't.
Jaren, closer friends sometimes don't realize. Especially if it's the ex.
Realize
They'll be
what?
like, oh, Emery, he got that new thing. And it's not even like, oh, I'm telling him. But they're just,
Putting things out
jabba
there.
jaws. So they just, keep going.
I feel attacked.
I'm just talking.
JJ.
Just talking about your thing.
And that alone gives them a little bit of energy
And let
that
me
they
tell
need.
you, that
They're
don't
like,
be
ooh,
happening.
I found something out. Ooh, I know.
Oh, really?
Thanks, Lindsay.
That doesn't happen.
This is not about anybody.
No, this
in
is an
particular.
example.
It's just an example. But no, yeah, I'm in agreement with that.
What do you think, Jaron? Do you like when your exes get into it with
Baby.
your friends, your circle?
Well, like you said, it depends on what the intent is. Like, I know when the one guy was still like talking to cool with my friends that it wasn't to be malicious, so therefore I got over it. But I also know that my friends would not be like telling him or sliding into his inbox, letting him know that, oh, Jay was out here doing X, Y, and Z, and he's like, they're just not the type of people. But
Right.
I agree. Me personally, I've had situations where I had exes like adding my mom and my sister and my gay mother, and it's like, and my brother, and I'm like, you just can't let me go, huh?
No.
You just can't let me go.
I mean, yeah. See, shit like that. But like I said, it's also on your friends and your family not to be like, I'm friends with an ex of yours on social media, but I would never dive into their inbox and be like, Emery was doing X, Y, and Z this weekend, girl. Did you see? Like, that's trifling.
Basically. It's quite trifling. I don't fuck with that. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It is.
So can we discuss what are some boundaries that you should have, whether your friend or you personally or your ex? What are some boundaries there should be? Do you want to discuss that, Lindsay?
Well, I was saying earlier
And
about,
it varies per person. What are your personal ones?
I don't know. It's just, I'm not big on exes. Like, I have no connection to them. After we're done, that is it.
Period.
A lot of people are, make room for their exes. They're fucking their exes. They're in a steady rotation with exes. And that's why these lines get crazy. That's why these lines get blurred. That's why feelings get hurt. That's why exes are often seen fighting. You know what I'm saying? What are y'all fighting for? I don't care about this person.
This is how hearts get held hostage.
Exactly. I have, I wish all my exes the best of luck, but there's a reason why we're not dealing anymore.
Yes.
And if I am actually friends with a girlfriend of mine. I am friends with her ex still to this day. And it's never been inappropriate because we've just always been cool, and that's basically
do
it.
you bring him up to her?
Nah, never.
And I respect that.
Never. There's no reason to. Her life is her life. His life is his life. They haven't been together for years. And, neither of them even ask me about the other. It's almost like their affiliate, like how I'm connected has even been forgotten. But that's some grown people. That's when you grown.
Did that take?
That took about a couple of years for it it took a couple of years for everybody to be comfortable. But I am not that kind. I've never been really like a messy girl, like going back and forth and tittering. And I'm not with that. I'm usually very straight up. And I wouldn't see him enough. Like, he wasn't that type of friend where I would go out, like, call him on the phone. No, I don't.
Yeah, it wasn't
nah.
giving that.
But we're cool though. It's the same social circle.
Right.
So
I get that.
It wasn't like I'm gonna avoid him because he don't. He doesn't mess with my girlfriend anymore. That's absurd. And as a matter of fact, I speak to him more now than her.
Ooh. What about you, Lyrical Marker? Do you have any particular boundaries that you think that you, your friend, or your ex, certain boundaries that should exist, period?
I don't have them until I experience something where I feel like I need to have them. But if it were me and the shoe was on the other foot and I was a friend of someone, I would be like, I would ask them questions like, do you want me to talk to this bitch? Do you not want me to bring her up? Do you, because I think comfort level is very important.
I agree.
And you need to ask questions so that people aren't offended or they don't get the wrong idea.
Absolutely.
And say, why is this bitch hanging with my man?
Why?
Why is this bitch with her? Why is this bitch in a picture with her? Communication can go a long way. And so if it was me, I would ask questions. When it comes to me being the person, and then, like I said, I don't really have boundaries until something happens and I'll say, hey, you know what, hold on.
Each situation is unique.
I feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
You keep bringing this bitch around here. and these are my stomping grounds.
And you got to say that. Like, I don't like it.
Yeah. Because how are they supposed to know?
What about when you, and I'm going to get to Jay, what about when you run into your ex at the club? Like, is there any protocol about what you should and should not do?
It depends on what message you're trying to send. But the average person loves attention.
Do you speak?
Yeah. Because eye contact and not speaking is more press to me.
I think it's press too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're bothered still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always say hello.
Hi.
But it's hello and
Hi.
keep it moving.
And I keep it moving. I don't care about you. Like, dude.
Yeah, don't be that serious, Chad.
Absolutely.
But people are so, they be like, they be so bothered.
I
They be
saw
like,
that bitch and now she's with this bitch.
let me let it go.
And I'm supposed to see you with somebody fine so I can be jealous. But now I'm embarrassed because you with an ugly bitch.
See, but that's some kitten shit.
That's some
It
kid shit.
is. When me and Emery were in the city last August for what was that? What was going on in Boys Town? Marcus Day.
Yes.
I ran into a boy that I had been messing around with, and I walked over and I spoke. He was shook that I walked over there and said something, and then I turned tail
What's
and
the
walked
big
off.
deal? Like, oh, God.
It's no big deal.
Yo,
I personally speak as well. Like, I don't want to look pressed. I speak and then I keep it moving.
what, the messing around person?
No,
Or
I'm
the
saying,
ex?
like if I see an ex at the club.
Because he
or
said
stuff,
messing around.
oh, I did say that.
I said that.
Yeah,
but
he said
whatever.
that. Well, now messing around, people you mess around with, that's a little bit different. That's a little bit different.
He out in public speaking to people he messed around with.
People I messed around with,
Well,
you're lucky
I walked by.
Ooh.
We made eye contact. I wasn't just gonna look at the boy and be
They
like,
saw each other naked.
people you mess
Oh, my
around
God.
with, to me, you get a head nod. You get a
Right, a head nod.
That's it.
I saw you.
I saw you. We just fucked. I don't owe you.
Jaron was like, oh, hi, how are you? What's going on? Give me a hug. Let's
no,
go
I
get-
didn't get no hug, honey. I didn't give a hi to you.
Now with your
I
ex,
literally-
it's different. Like this is somebody that you shared your soul with, your spirit has intertwined with at one point in time. Like it's a little bit different,
It is.
but I get it. I get your point.
It's a general hello.
It's a general
Keep
hello.
pushing.
Yeah, that's just what it is.
And do you have boundaries?
Do I have boundaries? I don't speak to any of my exes right now. I don't think it's impossible. I do not think it's impossible. It really depends on the relationship you guys developed before you guys started dating one, or the end result of your relationship, how it concluded. Like, for example, what if you realize in your relationship that you guys are better off as friends than as lovers to begin with?
Yeah.
And now you're just kind of at this point, well, let's test that out.
Right.
And all you can do is honor that and move forward and say, okay, as long as we respect these boundaries and that's mutually understood, that's what it has become. You know?
Yeah.
That's on a personal level. But I have not had that instance yet. I think that, me and one of my exes follow each other on Instagram, but we don't speak. And I can't even think of the last time I saw a post by him, to be cool. The others, we don't speak. It's just simple as that.
And I don't speak to one either.
But it's
I'm
really, it's not hard feelings. Like, it's really, I think a lot of people think that you walk away from the relationship thinking like, oh, fuck that bitch, he ain't shit, da-da-da. I don't have the time and energy to be thinking about how you ain't shit. One thing I can do is spend copious amounts of time worrying about
What I did.
what I can take responsibility for, and that's a wrap. And what I can do differently.
And that's it, going forward. Literally, that's it. Like, I don't have any ill will toward anybody. Like, I'm good on that. But a guy that I was dating at one time, while I was dating him, he did say, so if we stop talking, so if we break up, that means we're not going to be friends anymore? No.
Dumbass questions like that. Like,
no,
what?
we're not. Why?
No.
We're friends now. We're friends. Like, we started off as friends. We're not friends. Let me explain something to y'all. I'm not wasting any of the time that I got with my nigga right now to be lamenting about some old work.
Period.
That's it.
And that's
I don't give
period.
a fuck about what you're doing. We're not together anymore. We're not friends anymore. We don't kick it like that no more. Why would I take time out of my life with my man that loves me and I love being around to be getting closure and all this bullshit? It's closed because of whatever happened when we left the relationship.
And some of these people want to be friends after when they weren't even good friends or good lovers in the relationship.
Exactly.
How the fuck are you asking for
You
a friendship?
still want to fuck the person, and that's okay, but call a thing a thing.
Call a thing a spade a spade.
You want to keep that connection going because you want to keep having sex. And the root of that really is sex. And
More
nobody
than half
wants
the
to
time.
say it's
More
that.
than half the time.
But more than likely, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Well, that's what I was going to say, but when setting boundaries, that needs to be the one. I'm friends with my last ex, but we do not fuck. We don't even speak about fucking. I spent the night at that man's house and slept in his guest room. Like, that's what it was.
That's what you do.
Me and him, we speak maybe once every other week or whatever. We talk. Maybe back in like February, he came out here and we went for food and drinks. And we talked about whatever he had going on in his life, but there are boundaries. We do not see together. We don't kiss. We don't do nothing.
And if there aren't
and
any
I think people lie to themselves and act like there won't be this interesting chemistry. There always will be this interesting chemistry with certain exes. I'm not taking no risks. I ain't playing with that.
Exactly.
You know why? Because you give a bitch an inch, they take a mile.
Yeah.
And then you end up
I
thinking,
always make this analogy. You don't go from being a sales associate to a motherfucking store manager and then back thinking that you're not going to still be thinking about when you was a store manager.
I feel attacked.
I'm not saying you don't get demoted and then not think about when you have that promotion.
Right. But it shows a maturity level, though.
And unless somebody fails you, I mean, if you're even willing to do that, you got to respect them. If they say they're not going to do something, then okay. Until you fail, boom. But if you pick up on something and your intuition picks up on something, bitch, call it out right there. Trust your gut.
Right.
And I know there's some people that are like, oh, you can't, like Marcus said, you can't be friends with, like, if we're done, the whole situation's done. You can't be friends with this. I get that.
I'm
but
about 90% with that. I do think it's possible, but it's more than likely y'all can't.
It's touchy.
Yeah.
More than likely y'all can't.
It's touchy.
And so even if I see like if I was to date again, if I was to date somebody again, I don't think I could be extremely comfortable with someone being close to their ex. I would really have to truly believe that there's nothing going on. I would have to know the last time y'all fucked, the last time y'all were dating, the time that elapsed between the two. You know, all of this shit is relevant.
It is.
So I need to know all that information, where y'all stand today, and then I can make a judgment on.
Then you can make a fair assessment as to whether you even want to be bothered with that shit.
Yeah.
Who wants to be surrounded by a bunch of niggas who wants to be surrounded by a bunch of people your man used to fuck? Under the guise of them being friends.
I feel attacked.
I'm sorry.
I do too, because I sat across the table from dinner with mine, so girl, pay it.
Well, it was a really great show, y'all.
I agree.
But no, you're absolutely right. And it's a lesson I had to learn.
Me too.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
That's how you close it out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna wrap this up. I really enjoyed this conversation with you guys.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I think we pretty much was on the same page, right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
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 But,
Well, not you.
I
Not
said,
you,
don't
bitch.
bring that bitch around me.
Oh,
Well, I ain't say bring this bitch around me. We on the same
no,
page.
we not
with that
bringing
one.
the bitch. No.
Do not bring. We might fight.
Okay, but if I go to the club and y'all out together, you didn't bring her around me, but I caught y'all out together.
I'm leaving.
still upset with you.
Well,
Why with this bitch on
let me
my
not say I might leave.
Give it up.
I might leave depending on how uncomfortable it
Lyrica,
is.
stop it.
But I might
Give it
stay
up.
and just not be around y'all.
Bitch, who do you want more? Do you want me or her? Which
Oh
one?
my God.
'Cause
delicious, give it up. You look like a man. Keep it
Well,
going,
let me
child.
say this. When somebody gives me an ultimatum, I choose the other bitch.
Well, it's not about an
When
ultimatum.
somebody gives me an ultimatum, I
Yeah, do not give me an ultimatum. Your feelings is gonna be hurt. I'm a rebellious
Your
ass
feelings
bitch. I'm
will
gonna
be
pick them.
hurt.
I'm gonna pick them just cause.
And then
Don't
it's gonna be
do it.
given. And then it's gonna be given enjoy.
Anyway, we're going to close that one out. So I have some shout outs before we go away today. I want to give a shout out to Amaya Scott on her book, Memoir of a Mermaid.
Yes.
The cover photo is over. She's like swimming in this.
Oh, I'm going to buy it.
Mermaid ways.
Yeah, I think we should all invest and support her.
Yes, definitely
also,
support.
A shout out to Regina King on her multi-year deal with Netflix.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
She deserves it.
Okay, a black motherfucking king queen.
Yes.
You so stupid.
You don't move.
I wasn't
I'm
trying
done.
her gender. I wasn't trying her gender.
Ooh.
And then the last shout out to the goon of all goons, the goon
The
that
goon,
is
bitch.
Arya Stark.
Yes.
The Battle of Winterfell.
The savior of Winterfell, honey. Know her name, bitch.
Baby.
Y'all can't take Miss Arya. She has been my day one.
That's
from the
been my
beginning.
favorite. Yeah,
Been my
She
favorite.
took that dagger
Been my
of Valerian steel, baby.
Speaking
and
of
plunged it.
day one faves,
Your favorite Canava.
What
can
about
I give a shout out to Lizzo, the incomparable, for her album debuting on number 6 on the Hot 100 Billboard charts, bitch.
That's a big deal.
Well,
Congratulations,
I've been
Lizzo.
a fan of her since she was, a little bit of,
No,
underground.
She's
I've
so
always-
loud.
I compare her. She is very loud. But let me say that I compare her to her.
It ain't my fault.
Anybody that can sing well and also play an instrument, I'm always going to support.
What,
I
Lindsay?
am. You're trying it, Lindsay.
What, Lindsay?
What was that? What was that?
What was
Lindsay?
it?
So loud.
Cause I love.
She is loud, bitch.
No, that voice is.
Feeling good as hell. Like,
If you want these
sings-
pussycats singing, honey.
no, I
then
love it. She sings from her undercarriage.
Right, you love an undercarriage
She
singing.
No,
sings
she
from
sings
up under
down.
them chicken bones
She's
Bye.
at the base of that
sing
stomach.
from the most seasoned chicken. bitch. The most
Yeah.
seasoned rotisserie chicken.
Come
Okay.
on, Lizzo, bitch.
Okay, anyway.
I'll see
Why
you in
I
September.
gotta be a rotisserie chicken now, girl?
Because these hoes are ignorant. That's why, bitch.
Gets a hole with it.
I can't.
The twerking gospel R&B motherfucking up and coming icon.
That's right.
That Lizzo.
Yes.
So I respect it. But anyway,
I love her.
shout out to all of them.
The pioneer.
Please follow the podcast at HTS_podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Please. Also, tell your friends to subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts.
Yes, please.
iTunes. It is on there. I'm sorry. Spotify, iHeartRadio, all of the shits, popping even. Shout out to all of the families. We love you for supporting us. And until next time, my beloved.
Bye, swallow.
Season 2 is here.
Swallower.
Season 2.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks for welcoming us into season
Back
2.
with the jump off.
Still nasty. Oh,
Back
child.
with the jump off.
Oh,
Oh, not the jump off album.
She's living in the
Child.
past.
Funny thing, there was a rumor about her having nuts stuck in her stomach.
Goodbye,
that's me
Emery.
too.
I'm not.
Oh, yeah, those were Junior Mafia
Goodbye.
days.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You know that about that, Lindsay.
Goodbye.
Bye, bitch.
Bye.